Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I am Steve Shaw, and this is a channel that actually lifts. In this video, I'm going to talk about, do you need that exercise? Do you really need that exercise? Are there must-do exercises? This is a topic that landed in my inbox this morning. A bodybuilder friend of mine who I respect greatly and have worked with for several years sent out a newsletter saying, are there must-do exercises? Because, this is a hot button topic. Obviously, it stirs up a lot of debates. Do you need deadlifts? Do you need squats? Do you need barbell overhead presses? Do you need, even bench press? I've had people, I've seen the debate many times. Do you even need to do the bench press if you want to build a good chest? I've seen all the debates, and mostly, these debates center around the heaviest exercises, like barbell exercises, mostly barbell exercises. Rarely do I see these debates over dumbbell exercises, because it's almost a given that you don't need a specific dumbbell variation to build muscle, say dumbbell rows, dumbbell bench press, etc. But when it comes to the barbell exercises, which are known as the most difficult exercises in the gym, there are a lot of debates. There's a lot of, words exchanged over, are these must-do exercises? Now, I think it's very transparent that this debate only centers around this style of exercise, these barbell exercises. I say it's transparent because, these are the most difficult exercises, and they are the exercises that when somebody is trying to get out of doing a difficult exercise, it's usually a barbell exercise. Now, I'm not saying all of these debates about are these must-do exercises, revolve around, getting out of doing them. People are just curious if they can use an alternative, or if it's okay to use an alternative. And this is the way I like to phrase things, okay? If you're up here in Maine and you want to go down here to California, okay? There's 1,000 ways you can go from Maine to California. There's 1,000 ways. You can walk, you can take your scooter, you can roller skate, you can walk backwards, you can walk on your hands, or you could take a car. You could take a motorcycle. There's a million ways to get from Maine to California, okay? There's a bazillion possible transportation methods you could go from Maine to California. There's also a bazillion different paths. You could go up here, go to Montana, go to the mountains, go down. You could go down to Texas, blah, blah, blah. There's a million paths and a million transportation methods, okay? This analogy applies to the muscle building process. If you want to go from point A to point B, there's a million different paths, or not a million, but you get the point. There's many different paths and many different modes of transportation to get from point A to point B, or in this case, modes of transportation means exercises. Now, you can get from point A to point B using a less efficient method of transportation, or a less efficient exercise. But that doesn't mean it's going to be easy. That doesn't mean it's going to be efficient. And that doesn't mean you're going to get the same results. Now, with that said, not all of us want to be a super bodybuilder. Excuse me, still sick. Not all of us have the same goals as bodybuilders. Complete head-to-toe aesthetics and balance and blah, blah, blah. So with that said, maybe you don't need the same exercises. Maybe it doesn't matter, if you do the hardest barbell exercise for every possible body part. I'm not trying to enable your futility and trying to, tell you to go easier. I'm just saying, you can get from point A to point B using a less effective exercise, certainly, or a less effective program, certainly. It might take longer, but you got to know that there's a good chance you won't see the same results. So are there must-do exercises? No, not necessarily. But it's just like going from Maine to California. If you don't take the fastest way and the most direct way, if you don't take that Lamborghini Countach or Porsche or whatever and go boom and get down, or if you don't take that jet airplane, that's a better one. If you don't take that jet from Maine to California, that's the fastest route. And if you don't take the most direct route, it's the same thing as choosing a less effective exercise and not pushing it as hard as you can. You can choose less effective exercises. You might still get from point A to point B. Gains will be slowed. Gains are going to come slower, and gains might not be as dramatic. That is the bottom line. Look, these barbell exercises and these heavy compound movements, they don't just tax one muscle group. We tend to look at things as just one muscle group in this industry. Like bench press only works the chest. That's nonsense. We get this bodybuilder focus, this bodybuilder mindset that bench is a chest-only exercise, or that squat only works the legs. These types of heavy barbell exercises are well-rounded. They tax a lot of the minor muscle groups, excuse me, and they tend to build a more well-rounded physique, in my opinion. So choose the best exercise if you want to go from point A to point B in the fastest amount of time as possible. And are there must-do exercises? No. You can walk from Maine to California if you want. It's just going to take longer, and it's probably going to be, obviously you're not going to get there as quickly. And when it comes to muscle building, you choose these less effective exercises. You might eventually get to your destination, but I don't think you're going to look as good. And quite frankly, I don't think you'll ever get there, because trying to walk from Maine to California, most of us would quit if we took that slow-ass path. So, if you're going to be in the gym, just nut up and use the best exercises. That's the bottom line. So, guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, there's a Q&A link below. Come on over, post your questions in that Q&A. I'd be glad to help you out. And if you've made it this far in this video and you lift, like me, I even lift, please take time to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate the support. So, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Gains.